everybody. I'm changing my moderator right now because tonight we got Nita. Hey, Nita.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Ms. Nita Henderson, she's taking time off from fixing her house, rebuilding it, and she's going to come and spend the evening with us. And she's happy because she gets to be clean.
I'm not covered in soot.
She's not covered in soot. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I could turn the volume up. I'm going to have to figure out something with this volume. I don't know. Or I can just tell Nita that she has to scream at everyone. Oh my goodness. So how is everybody doing? Oh my gosh. It's just been a crazy week already. Right, Nita? You've had a crazy week.
I'm like, I'm so glad. Woo-woo!
Woo!
Sherry Dyer. Hey, Sherry. Robin's here.
Hey,
so
Robin.
Is Mary, Marsha, Shelly. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Cherry. Nancy's here. Look, Netta is in house. She's in the chat.
I made it.
Netta, I saw that you were sending me messages. I didn't have time to look at them yet, but I will someday. I want to thank any of you guys who saw my newsletter and then ran over and, bought the mystery boxes and everything else. You guys are amazing. So thank you so much. I'm going to try to get those out by Friday, just to let y'all know. Since I don't get off until 10 tonight, it makes it a little hard to do it on Wednesday nights, but I'll see what I can get out, and you'll definitely have them in the mail by Friday. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have Heather Grintz is here, and Marilita is here, Miss Mimi, and Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. I feel like you and I were saying that at the same time. She's like Punch Buggy.
Throw me a Coke.
That's it. Except I want a Dr. Pepper. A Dr. Pepper Zero.
Ew. My husband drinks that all the time.
Oh, see? We'd get along so well.
He has a t-shirt that says, in case of an emergency, my blood type is Dr. Pepper.
I need that. I need it really bad. You know who else needs that? I could tell you, Miss Georgia Sunshine, Christy, needs that. She loves Dr. Pepper. Like, I think her blood type is probably truly Dr. Pepper as well.
My husband drinks his Dr. Pepper.
I like Diet Dr. Pepper too. I just, it's really interesting. Like, I thought that I would either like the Diet Dr. Pepper or I would like the Dr. Pepper Zero. But to be honest, I like them both. And I like regular Dr. Pepper, but I really shouldn't drink that. So, Okay, am I back? I hope I'm back. Apparently, it was actually my problem. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, I'm back. Am I back? Brenda says she's buffering. I might have actually lost her. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get her back on Skype. Here we go. I think it was my fault over here. I don't know. I got my super duper internet hooked up, so I don't know why it's doing that. I think it was my fault. I think it was me.
You think it was you?
I don't really know. I mean, I have my actual computer connected to like the hard line of the house, and that went down. So I think it might have been me that hung up on you too. Not sure. But everyone says we're back. So we're back. Yay, yay, yay. Oh. So what are you guys all doing? Is anybody working on a Judy Niemeyer? Doesn't have to be mine. Is just anybody working on anything at this point? Just curious. I'm going to be continuing on with cutting, and I started watching. Let's use that term very loosely because I don't really have a whole lot of time for like watching videos, just to be honest. But at work, I kind of had Judy like playing on YouTube in the background, and so kind of watching how she was doing everything. And oh, I'm sorry, baby. And she was using rulers instead of like freehand and everything. So maybe I'll do a little bit of ruler work tonight. I don't know. I like rulers. We'll just have to see if I even have enough room here on this table because I got so much equipment going on. It kind of hinders me a little bit. So, Jerry says she's dicing tomatoes and her mom is canning them. Wow, you guys are busy.
I'll say.
And Sharon says she's doing some cross stitch. Awesome. Mary made 3 pillows for the fall with some fig tree. That's awesome. I'm assuming you're saying what type of work do I do? I probably shouldn't say this like super loud, but I think everyone knows that this is how I feel. I have kind of a boring job. I mean, it's okay. It pays the bills right now. So, I work in payroll and accounts payable for a wine and liquor distributor. That's what I do on the side.
Okay, Heather Brents, I feel you. She says she's trying to be patient with the lack of progress on her kitchen remodeling project today. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Laura says she's just holding Sasha. Aww. I have Jellybean sitting at my feet. He says he wants snacks. This is what he keeps saying to me. I gave him snacks. He didn't eat the snacks. So then Smudgy ate his snacks, and now he wants more snacks. And I'm not playing this game, so he's going to have to wait a little bit. Angela said she's just watching because last week she was cross stitching and watching, and she ended up having to rip all her cross stitch out. So she's learned her lesson. I think this is what she's trying to say. Brenda says she's worked so much overtime she has no time to sew. She's loving something. Sorry, it went so fast, and I can't scroll back on the one I have here.
In the project box. Mary Alita says she's working on purple and white with purple ribbons for my friend's daughter. It's the same friend that I made the purple and white purple ribbons quilt for pancreatic cancer. Gotcha.
Awesome. Barbara's making us all some pound cake.
Kathleen Champ just came in.
And she says she's starting to cross stitch. Maybe. Ellie says her fur baby is sunbathing this morning. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, Nancy hasn't been able to sew in a long time because Holly takes all her attention. She needs all her attention because she has declining health. Oh, you're so sweet, Nancy. You're so sweet. Holly appreciates it. I just know it.
Have you tried giving, I don't know, Nancy, have you tried giving Holly seizure guard? It really does help with the seizures. We have a dog that has epilepsy and she clusters from time to time. And it really has been a very good thing to give her. It's called seizure guard. It's a powder you put in their food.
Oh my goodness, somebody has 2 monarch butterflies that hatched. Raised them from caterpillars. I missed who it was, but awesome.
Ooh. Don't they like fennel? Is it fennel that they like to put their chrysalis on?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I want to say it's fennel, but I could be wrong.
Thank you, Angela. Angela says she loves my Shopify. Now, see, who was it that said Spotify? Because now I keep saying Spotify. I think somebody said that last week, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, Cherry said milkweed.
Is it milkweed?
And Michelle said it too. And Barbara said it. It must be milkweed.
Must be milkweed, yep.
Things you learn when you come to a live on the TheYvetteRene. Oh my gosh.
Nancy, I got it off Amazon. It was the one place where I found it the cheapest. It's called Seizure Guard.
Well, that's convenient. Being able to get it on Amazon.
Yeah, I'll see if I can send you. I'll send you a message with the link so that you'll be able to find it easily.
Barbara says that swallowtails eat fennel.
That's what it was. Butterfly one of the butterflies is the fennel, and I couldn't remember if it was the monarch or another, but yeah.
Okay, Del Marie says, Yvette, are you going to put all the items from the box opening today in your shop? Yes. I had most of it done last night. I think the only thing I haven't put in there yet is the P&B textiles with the leaf, the foliage print. Y'all, I was falling over. Toothpicks couldn't even hold my eyeballs open no more last night. So I think that's the only thing I have left to put in. Everything else you should be able to find.
I love those prints.
Yeah, so hopefully Yeah, Kay, all I did was open new fabric for the shop. It wasn't like a subscription box or anything. It was just new fabric. Oh my goodness. Nancy says she had a grand mal last night. That's so
Yeah,
scary.
it is. Those are not fun. It's not much fun to see your dog going through something like that. It's kind of heartrending. You want to do something to help, but there's really not a lot you can do except for stay calm, be there for them, talk to them gently, and just wait for it to pass.
And that's really all you could do, even with people. Because my brother has like 3 types of epilepsy. And I never really saw him have. Well, put it this way, I saw him having like the little seizures. Like he had one type of epilepsy that was the staring seizures. I saw that a lot. And then he had another type of seizure where he had jerking movements, but not like, foaming at the mouth or anything like that. My sister saw him have like grand mal and petit mal. That's scary. And there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah, you have to just make sure that they're drinking enough water and they stay hydrated. Offer food. If they're not eating, use Karo syrup on their gums so you can keep their blood sugar up. And
Thank you, Netta.
try to keep them hydrated. You don't want them, especially if they're having grand mal, because you don't want their kidneys to shut down.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Netta, you sweetheart.
I know, she's great.
Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll hire well, of course I can't. Well, if I hired her and then I just paid her in fabric or something, she would be really stoked. Hi, Deborah. I do not have any Christmas morning. If Stephanie had some, I don't know what she has left, and I don't know if she had layer cakes. I'm pretty sure that she had charm packs. That's not going to help you. I mean, you'd have to sew them all together. That'd be a real pain in the butt. I don't know. I would go and check out Stephanie's Supply Shop .etsy.com and see if she has it. If she doesn't, then yeah, you're free to go and find it somewhere else. I'm sure somebody's got it if she doesn't. Um, yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and yeah. Angela says she'd take the job if she was my neighbor. Oh, Nancy says she brings her water and food to the couch. I'm gonna start crying here. All right, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Goodness gracious. All right, so what?
Hi, Danelle from Colorado. Been a while since I was able to join a live. So it's 26 Espadilla.
Okay. Spadilla. Danelle, is Spadilla your last name? And you're 26 years old whenever you started this account? I'm always curious about how people come up with their numbers or their handles like on YouTube and stuff. Hi Dawn. We've just been chit-chatting so far.
Have you seen my address?
What?
I know you've seen my email address. Do you know what it says?
Something about cranberry.
Cranberry merchant.
That's it. Yes.
You know why it says why it's cranberry merchant?
You used to sell cranberries.
Nope. My grandmother, I'd call my grandmother and ask her, how are you doing? And she says, oh, I'm good, just busier than a cranberry merchant.
Okay. I haven't heard that one. Are cranberry merchants real busy? I guess
only during the one time of year when they flood the fields and then gather up the cranberries.
Because they have to like do it and they can't stop till it's done.
They flood the field and all the berries float to the top, and then they take this little thing and they kind of corral them up and suck them up off the top, and that's how they get them.
Oh my goodness. Oh, her last name is Padilla. My son set up my account. He plays football and his number is 26. All right. That makes sense.
Padilla instead of Spad. Yeah, it's Padilla because it looks like Padilla to me, so. Ooh, Angela loves Tula's solid lines. Me too.
Oh my goodness, I know. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And I don't know, did I tell you guys that I'm taking a class with Juicy Juice, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Do I look super stoked? Because I am. And so we're doing the North pattern, and let me show you. No, I have it. So I have the pattern, like I sell it in my shop, but I never like made it or anything like that. So this is the pattern that we're doing, and I bought. I know y'all just don't, no judgment, okay? But I bought some of Allison Glass's Kaleidoscope 2021 because I personally, first of all, I love Kaleidoscope, the plaids, because she's got Kaleidoscope stripes and plaids, and I really love the plaids. Oh, what's the fabric? It's, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. I'm never going to remember the word. Hopefully it'll come to me. So anyways, she has a new Kaleidoscope that just came out, Kaleidoscope 2021, and I bought some of those solids to make it with. Woven. Thank you, Cherry. Yes, they're wovens, and I love whenever you're doing foundation paper piecing with wovens, the way they lay. Oh, amazing. So I'm going to be doing this pattern with Juicy Juice himself in about a week and a half. I'm so excited. So why don't we get started with this pattern here so that I can work on it. Let me change my camera angles. Okay, so the last thing that we did last week was we put together our Ziplocs, and now we are ready to cut the papers. So I'm looking for, let's see, the D unit, which is this guy, and this guy, and this guy. I'm not really sure what this is. This looks really cool though. Looks like it's assembly layouts or something. Okay, we'll get to that later. Okay, so let's just get going with that. I'm going to push this up a little bit. And
to know, Yvette's last video that she put up, her latest video, is her unboxing several fabrics, and included in that is Tula's Dragon's Breath and Unicorn Poop colors.
yes, it's her brand new solids.
She says, so excited, I finally scored an Yvette mystery box.
Oh yeah. Yay! It was interesting, like, just after the last one sold, like, immediately I got a request that says, can you let me know when you have more? Like, oh my goodness. It takes me forever to be able to do those. But we'll see. I'll have to, like...
make those organizing days, right? Make them up on those days when you're organizing and purging your stash.
Yes. Well, I get to a point where I have... like end of bolts and stuff like that. And end of bolts for me is like, doesn't mean you're getting like this little tiny remnant. Like when I get down, especially because it's so hard for me to get through like an entire bolt of anything. So when I get down to like a couple of yards, I just cut them into like half yard pieces and put them in a mystery box, because to me it's done, you know? Like unless it's a solid or something that is, you know, always being redone or whatever, um it's not like that fabric's going to be reprinted anyway. So once a fabric like goes through a run, it's done.
Did you get those gloves?
No, but I mean, oh, you're not talking to me. I'm using a ruler, except when I have a curve.
What, that curve with your fingers in the way?
My finger was nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
Did I tell you that my husband tried to pick up a rotary blade off of the floor thinking that it was a washer, and he cut his finger trying to pick it up?
Yes, you did say that. I am in no way thinking that this is a washer.
No,
it's a rotary cutter. I'm so sorry you had to witness that, because now I'm never going to hear the end of it. I got that charity quilt done, and it's heading over to Steph's house, because she said that she wouldn't mind quilting it for me. So I'm excited about that. What's everybody talk about in the chat?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so talking about the solids, how fantastic and beautiful they are.
Oh, okay.
Everybody loves those. Well, I mean, it's hard not to like a Tula, right?
Well, you know, some people don't, you know, and that's okay. I just cut a hole in my bags. At least it wasn't my finger. Somebody would have been flipping out.
Betty says that she had to tell Sierra when your unboxing video went up. She watched it, then she called her mom and said, "Mom, you have a budget." Says, "Can you combine 2 orders into one? I want to place an order and also want to order the leaves and the pink plaid too."
Yes, of course I can combine orders. Yes, I can do that. Usually what'll happen is, like, if I have orders and I see that the same person has like 2 orders, I will combine them for them, unless they are, you know, sending one order to themselves and another to like their friend. Then I realize they did that on purpose. But usually I will combine them, and it'll save you guys on shipping and saves me on shipping, and so yeah, I'll do that.
And Mimi is having trouble. She says she figured out what's wrong with her machine. She says it will sew fabric together perfectly, but not fabric with interfacing.
Oh.
She said she used the industrial machine at work to sew fabric with interfacing and quilting. And Mary says, have you tried changing the presser foot pressure? Changing the presser foot pressure, sometimes you can change how much it does that. There's usually well, I know on my machine it's a thing in the upper part of the machine. It's a little screw that'll change that presser foot pressure. Laura Beach says those leaves are off the hook beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad you guys like them.
Oh my gosh, they are fabulous. Can you just see yourself doing those? And you have one for fall, one for winter, and one for like summer. The turquoise one makes you think of the Caribbean waters.
Oh, yes. Oh, when I saw those, I thought, you know, I know it's not going to be for everybody. I get that. You know, nothing is for everybody. But I was like, some people I know are going to like flip when they see this, because it's gorgeous. I mean, like the depth of color that you get in those prints, it's just unbelievable.
They are absolutely gorgeous. Angela says, in Eric Oden's video on Sunday, he dropped his rotary cutter on the floor and said, good thing he wasn't barefoot. Exactly. That's where there's a safety. If you drop that, it's going to give you a nasty cut if it's not closed.
Yep. This is true.
And Yvette, Barbara Baker wants to know, Yvette, why are you cutting with your rotary cutter at an angle?
I don't know. Not even thinking about it. I did it just so that I could, oops, sorry, freak everybody out. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I do anything.
It gives me nightmares. It gives me chills watching you do that with your fingers in the way.
My fingers are not anywhere in the way. Y'all are, like, making me nuts over there.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
My fingers are nowhere near. I'm holding the ruler. What are you talking about?
Deborah Ryan, you need to look at Yvette's latest video. She has an unboxing video, and she's got these beautiful fabrics in 3 colorways. Is this one particular print that is just so stunning? It's gorgeous in 3 different colorways. It's amazing.
Which one are you talking about?
The leaves, the beautiful.
Oh, well, the leaves I have in, like, there's like 6 different colors.
6 colors?
Yeah.
Well, got interrupted. I mean,
Okay.
I got home.
Well, don't go back. Don't go back. Just like the 3 you saw.
No, you know, if I see them all, I'm gonna be in trouble.
You probably will.
Mary says she used to keep Band-Aids in her sewing toolkit because she was terrible at cutting her fingers. Yeah, that's part of my sewing room accoutrements. I have to have my first aid kit and the Band-Aids. And now I have to keep an egg on the counter or keep an egg in there somewhere so I can break it open and put the skin on my finger if I cut it.
Oh my goodness. Y'all didn't see that, right? I've never cut myself, so I mean I'm knocking on wood right now. You know, you know what? It's funny because I just thought about it when you're asking me why I'm cutting sideways, and now I realize what you're saying, and I know why. It's because the blue cutting mat that I'm using is very warped, and so my cutting, like my blade, my rotary cutter keeps kind of going sideways. So I'm trying to do like this so that I can keep, because I love this very large cutting mat and I can't find another one like that. Or look, put it this way, I'm spoiled rotten because now I get things wholesale and they don't have this size wholesale. So I'm just resisting having to pay full price for a new rotary mat. So that's why I'm doing that, because now I realize what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why.
She's been making purses, and those leaves would be perfect for that.
Oh, cool. They're really so pretty. It's really so pretty. When he pulled that out, I was like, dude.
Right?
I wasn't expecting that. I was like, that is so pretty. I was like, that would so go with that Sandy Gervais that I had just gotten. I was like, ugh. Especially for like a backing. Oh my goodness, to just have the entire back, like just with those leaves. Oh, I can't even.
Angela Stoutinger said, how many of these freaking templates are there?
There's a lot.
In the wastebasket so fast.
There's a lot.
Deborah Ryan says, oh dear, I just heard my wallet squeak. He has his earphones in so he can't find out how much I want to spend.
There you go. Go stick them in his ear.
I don't think he'd begrudge me some beautiful fabrics.
Probably not.
Oh, Barbara Baker says she's used the skin of an egg to remove a splinter, but never heard of using it for a cut. Good thing to know. Thanks. Oh, I don't want to take credit for that because it wasn't me who showed the video on how to use the egg skin to close up your finger. And now, because my brain is addled, I can't remember who did the video. Come on, ladies. I know y'all know who it is.
Huh. I have never heard of it, so I don't know who it is. So an egg will close up
the egg skin will pull the two edges together and keep it closed like butterfly sutures do.
Oh.
Angela says she's going to have to go back to work just so she can buy fabric. I understand.
Oh.
Oh, my husband just said, I send him to work so I can buy fabric.
There you go. She's a smart lady.
Hey, I have a job.
Yeah, me too. That's what I tell myself. I'm like, you know what? I have a job.
I have a job, but here's the thing. Everybody thinks my job is more like play because I teach a craft. I teach ceramics.
Right.
And classes, so it's more like playing than it is working.
But they do pay you.
They certainly do, and I work pretty hard, especially when everybody wants Christmas trees at this point of the year. When you consider that 2 gallons of slip weighs a little over 50 pounds.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like some fabric bits here, some of the boxes they get here, like Jim has to bring them downstairs because I can't lift them because I got, the broke arm and everything else.
Kathleen Champ, I think you're right. I think it was. Yes, she did. She put the video up on her YouTube channel. I think she also put it in. Was it one of the Facebook groups? I can't remember which one.
I think I put it in TheYvetteRene Creations.
You can put an egg on a radiator for small leaks. Yeah, Brenda, I think that does sound questionable because if you overheat that, it's eventually going to
cook the egg.
It's going to decompose.
Sounds like it's good for breakfast though.
Right?
Yeah.
My stomach surgery, that was about the only thing I liked eating was eggs.
I love eggs.
They're a really good source of protein.
Yep.
Thank you, Angela. She put it on Tiffany's Quilt Life's Facebook group. That video went up over there, so you can see how she used the skin of the egg. You know how it has that membrane on the inside of the shell?
Yeah.
So that's what you put on your cut to pull the edges together.
Huh.
When people cut templates, be careful, you're going to go onto your plastic.
Yeah, no, I already did one cut in a bag. It'll stay together. It's only got a little cut, but yeah, I've already done that. I'm trying to slow down now.
They used to put a can of black pepper in the radiator.
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. Since I have such a captive audience right now, on Saturday is like National Jelly Roll Day or something like that. So Stephanie and I are going to have a jelly roll race on Saturday. We'll both be putting up a post with what time and all of that kind of stuff. So keep your eyeballs peeled for that. We're like the queens of last minute, but we are going to do it. And we're going to do it live.
Okay, so are you gonna send out a text message for everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. We're gonna send messages out everywhere. So I'm gonna send. If you got the email from today, I'm gonna be sending it out that way. Um, we'll both be like posting notices in Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. So, um, it'll probably be somewhere like around 11 or noon or something like that. Maybe like just after lunch or just before lunch, and we'll have a bunch of snacks. We don't have a time set yet, but it's gonna be sort of like that. We'll probably go for like 4 or 5 hours, just depending. I probably won't be able to finish mine just because y'all know I'm slow as molasses, but she might finish one.
You do not put the raw egg on your cut. You take the membrane from the inside of the shell and use that like a suture, like a suture, like, you know, the kind that are sticky and it pulls the pieces together. So you don't actually put the raw egg on there. But no, you don't rinse the egg. You don't need to rinse the egg. You just take the membrane from the inside of the egg and put it over the cut, and it should, as it dries, it'll draw the pieces of your cut, the edges of your cut together. She is cutting out a Judy Niemeyer quilt, and the name of it is MoonCatcher.
Yeah, we've been cutting out for what? This is the third week we've been cutting. Of course, it's only an hour and a half that I'm on, so it's not like it's hours and hours and hours, but it does take quite a bit of time to get all of the patterns cut out.
You know what the original name of a New York beauty was?
What's that?
You know what the original name for the New York beauty blocks is?
I don't know.
The historical name is Crown of Thorns.
Oh.
Where did I see that? I was watching a quilt history thing. Don't ask. I have weird tastes in viewing pleasure.
That's all right. Okay, next one.
Wants to know if we can join in just for fun.
Yeah, absolutely. No rules here. Do whatever you'd like. You can just sit and watch, or you can make another one, or whatever floats your boat. I'm just glad you're here.
Okay, just for clarification, Mimi, you can go on to Tiffany's Quilting Life Facebook group and find the video, but it is, you break open a raw egg, you put the egg in a cup, the actual inside of the egg in a cup, and on the inside of the shell, there's usually that membrane, that thin skin on the inside of the shell. You're going to take that thin skin and use that from a raw egg. If you cook it, it loses its proteins and won't stick to your skin and draw up like the raw egg will, the raw egg skin. So you're not actually using the egg contents, just the skin on the inside of the shell. To confuse you. And Don wants to know if you're using the original pattern or if you made a copy for future use.
No, I'm just using the original pattern.
Wouldn't you have to pay a fortune for that copy? Because those pieces are huge.
They're huge. I don't know. I mean, I know that I'm not sure about every single pattern, but I do know that she offers just the papers. Like if you already have the pattern and you want to make it again, I don't know if she does it for all the patterns. I would think she would, but I really don't know. But I've heard that you can buy just the papers. So if you're going to do it again, so you don't have to pay like, I want to say this pattern was, what did everybody say, like $125 or something?
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah, no, it's not cheap. So you can just buy the papers and not have to buy the whole thing over again.
Said, hi, Yvette. I just got home from work.
Hello, Denise. That girl's been working hard.
Right?
Yep.
Kimberly Miller came in. She says, hello, everyone.
Hello.
And you already have your color scheme picked out for this quilt, right, Yvette?
Yes, I've designed it. In fact, if you look at the thumbnail for the video, the one on the right is the one that I'm doing. And I think the one on the left is like her original color scheme.
Don Denny says, whoa, I thought the tattoo quilt pattern was expensive, right? $185.
Yeah, and there, you know, this one is not even the most expensive one she's had. The one that I bought, the one that I just bought for the class I'm taking, that one was like 145. And I think she has even more expensive ones too. It's definitely an investment, I can tell you that. That's even before you buy any of the fabric.
This is not the quilt you give away as a charity quilt.
Well, I wouldn't.
Not unless you know it's going to be auctioned for a couple $1,000.
Yeah. You know you're going to get a pretty penny for it and it's for a good cause, then I would say maybe. But
Bertrand says, hi, Yvette.
hi, Christine. Christine's my childhood friend. I met her for the first time when I was on the bus for the first time going to school, and my dad was following behind the bus, and I cried the whole way, and she and her sister like took care of me. And then we were like friends forever after that. And I remember like they had a house fire whenever we were young. And then they had to move away. And then I didn't really see them very much after that. That's why it's really amazeballs that I'm sitting here on YouTube putting together a quilt and she's over here watching. It's just amazing to me.
I want to know, why did you, just out of curiosity, why did you cry on the bus? What was it about the bus trip that made you upset?
Dude, I don't know. I was scared. It was my first time on the bus. I was in kindergarten. I don't really remember very much about that time. I just remember, I guess I remember more of just the story about it than the actual event. I don't have really great memory, as y'all know.
Robin Hero says, we made Halloween gnomes today. We'll take a photo and post it. Awesome. So
Okay.
everybody can go to Jellybeanies and see it?
Yes, please post on the Jelly Beanies. We all want to see.
Brenda Foley said, I signed up for a class on November 5th. Quilt Works Scandinavian Snowflakes placemats, I think.
Oh, wow. I think I've seen that.
Hi, question. How does the stash cash on your Shopify site work? How do you redeem them?
Well, that's a really good question. I think until someone actually does it, I haven't the slightest idea. I'm assuming I mean, because honestly, like, this whole thing, I don't know what you guys are seeing. Oh, you are seeing me right here, right? Okay. Um, the whole thing is like, this is all me learning how to do everything. In fact, um, I had someone, like, I asked someone last week if they would please go over to my Shopify and order some gift cards so I could know what happens when you order a gift card, because I have no idea. And so apparently you get like an email or something after. Um, oh, look, Netta says that there's going to be a button that says redeem, and then you can redeem your points towards purchases. Thank you, Netta.
Okay, well that makes sense, right?
Yes, I didn't know that button was there. That's amazing. I'm happy that now I know. I can tell everyone just to click on the redeem button. Y'all, I'm trying to wait until after quilt market to deal with this hand, but it just keeps getting worse and worse.
I hear that.
It's like I can't even like touch it or do anything without it hurting. Like, it hurts all the time now. I'm not trying to complain because I know I need to just go get it done, but I need to wait until after market because I can't have like a whole hand that I can't use while I'm at quilt market. I can't do that.
Says, I earned a bit of stash cash today, LOL. Angela Stavanger says, oh no, Netta's been shopping. Better tell Sarah.
Well, Netta also, she earned some stash cash for referring friends, so do that too. If you refer a friend and your friend comes over and spends some money, then you get like $5 or something. I don't remember what it is. Do you remember, Netta? So you get, Lord have mercy, you get something for referrals as well. So, yay!
Lisa Marie is on. Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
You need to send a little prayer my way that I'm able to get all my swap stuff done this weekend.
You need to finish, Nita?
I haven't even started because I've been too busy packing out my house.
Right. I hear ya.
I have everything collected to actually do it. So I'll be doing it this weekend.
You can do it while we're doing our jelly roll race.
Exactly.
There you go. I know I hope I don't regret it, but I signed up for the postcards. And y'all know I did it because it's Halloween. Because I couldn't resist.
I can't sign up for any more stuff right now. I just can't.
Well, I shouldn't have. I sure hope that's going to count towards my being able to play bingo, because I can probably do the postcards a whole lot better than a whole swap. So hopefully, that'll count so that I can keep playing bingo.
Look, I did the Valentine one.
Yeah.
And we must have made, I don't know, 35, 40 cards.
Well, I think she limits you at 10 now.
Oh, that's good, because it gets a little crazy.
I'm sure it's crazy for her. Can you imagine?
Well, my friends and I, we sent them to our family members and other people outside of the group. A little crazy, but we had such a good time making them. They were just so much fun.
They look like fun. So I'm excited. I am. And I thought
it's just a tiny little quilt.
Yeah.
And you can get really creative and add little things to it. It's just it's so much fun to do.
Well, you want to hear the real truth? The real truth is, I just want to receive them. So I figure I have to make some if I want to get some. So I signed up.
Didn't I send you one?
Yes, you did. And look, somebody else sent me this. I have one over here. Oh, Jellybean. Jellybean moved over the pattern so he can lay down. This one is from Tony Conway. Where's the thing? Are y'all see? No, that's you.
Super cute.
Ah, trying to get. Okay, well, it goes like this. Nope, it goes like that, obviously.
Yeah. Isn't that adorable?
Yes. So flippin' cute. And then she puts on the back, P.S. It's FPP. But yes, I like hang mine up and put them everywhere. But I just found that one, so I was like, oh, I gotta hang that one up.
Lisa says there's nearly 350 cards being exchanged for the Boo to You.
Oh my goodness.
Don wants to know if the Shopify takes PayPal.
Yes, ma'am. You can even do, like if you want to buy a whole bunch of stuff, you can separate it into 4 payments and do shop pay. And there's no penalty, so there's no like, they don't charge you interest or anything like that. They break it up into 4 payments. But I think you have to spend at least $50 to do it, something like that.
What is that called?
I think it's called shop pay. So like when you shop pay, yeah, I think like when you go to the checkout, look around there, you'll see it. Cause I told them I would take it. And so I think you should be able to do it.
I'll give it a try just to see how it works. Is anybody else excited about the candy corn coming out in the shops these days?
Yes. I love candy corn. I know it's a very like polarizing thing. People either love it or hate it, but I love it.
Mary wants to know, Yvette, is it carpal tunnel problem?
No, I have carpal tunnel in this one, and I keep this one in control just fine by just wearing a brace every night. So this one is actually better than it was. This one, I wear a brace. In fact, I've only taken it off right now, like it's right here. I've only taken it off right now because it gets kind of itchy under there. But this one it's got this really weird name. Osteoarthritis, I don't know. It's some form of tendonitis, and there's like a piece of cartilage or something in there. I'm probably using the wrong terminology. There's a little something in here that's making the nerves rub together. And so what they do is they cut this little V, and then they just snip it so that it releases the nerves and the tendons and where I think it's a tendon they have to cut, and then it's fine. But you have to have that surgery in order for it to do, and then you have to like not use it for like weeks after. So I can't go to market like that. So I'm waiting until after market, and then I'm gonna call them and find out. Okay, what do I do? Because it hurts a lot. It feels like it feels like electric shocks in there. I can't even explain it. It's crazy.
It's quite painful, actually.
It's pretty painful.
Because y'all are going to laugh when I tell you what color I painted my kitchen wall.
Oh, geez.
And Lisa Marie, I want to point this out. Lisa Marie pointed out that she's very excited that you're offering a $5 gift card. She says that's perfect for bingo.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I know I had talked to you guys about it, but to be honest with you, like, it was so crazy to try to do it on Etsy. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to wait until I get my Shopify set up, and then I can do what I want, really. So that's why it took so long, but I had it in the back of my mind so I could help everybody out, because it makes it affordable for everybody and very convenient since we're supposed to do a $5 gift. Some of us don't, but you know.
Garner wants to know if it's de Quervain syndrome.
Yes, that's it.
Huh?
Yes.
De Quervain's tendonitis.
Yep. That's it. It was
I
funny.
don't know what it is about the fall and candy corn, but I like the chocolate ones too.
Ooh, yes, those are good.
They're like one of my favorites.
Yeah, Jim knows if he sees those, he gets them for me.
See, there you go. That's a good husband for you.
Right? He doesn't mind if I get fat on candy corn. He's cool with it. He's in cahoots.
I don't know what it is about candy corn. I just every year when it comes and it's like peppermint at Christmas time.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like peppermint at Christmas time. I just do.
It's like we were trained to like it, like your whole life.
Cinnamon candy as well. Cinnamon discs. My grandfather used to carry them in his suit pocket. And in church, if I was fidgety or if it looked like I was losing interest in the sermon, he'd pull out a cinnamon disc. And one of those big cinnamon discs in my mouth, I'd be sucking on. I'd be quiet and still for forever because I just loved the candy.
Oh, see, I would have acted up just to get it.
Yeah. Some things you never admit out loud.
Right? Nope, you don't. You never admit that you caught on a long time ago what you were going to have to do to get that candy.
Some people don't. Teresa Louise! Hello, Teresa!
Hey, Teresa!
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Lynn
Geldmeyer.
Geldmeyer? Okay.
She's a new Piecing It Real member.
Oh, congratulations! Mary Jane Ellinger came in. Kathy's Quilts and Crafts said hello to Lynn.
Hello, Mary Jane. Thank you for putting an order in today. I saw it come in. It's very sweet of you.
Del Marie says she does not like candy except for chocolate. And yes, it's been that way her whole life. It's funny because my middle son, Colin, doesn't really care for chocolate that much. He'll eat some of it, but he would prefer other types of candy. And he's never been a real sweets eater. And he's like the one kid I know who used to drink water from a very young age. Water was his beverage of choice.
You have a very strange child there.
Yeah, I know. The kid who got a Happy Meal when he was 6 months old because he recognized that he didn't get one when we pulled away with his older sister.
Oh my gosh.
Their 6-month-old kid, nobody does it. Nobody but me.
Oh, that's funny.
I was a little surprised.
Yeah, it's a lot of cutting.
Says, I use the 4Pay. You have to be careful. Easy to spend too much. I used my allotment this month, but you had to go and show the leaves. Can't wait. I have a perfect project for them. The leaves are getting us all, Dora. The leaves are getting us all.
Yeah, I used the Shop Pay one time, I think, because like I was buying something that was like, maybe it was like close to $200 or something, and it was like, then you only had to pay $50 every 2 weeks, and that was just a whole lot easier at that particular time to be able to do it. And so there was no interest or anything. You just pay. They send you the invoice too, or they'll like automatically pull it, but they tell you when they're gonna pull it, like before they take it. And I thought it was very handy. But I'm sure you could get in trouble with it if I can completely see that. It's a good thing they give you a limit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Deborah Ryan says her son Mike is a dedicated water drinker. I drink water all day, but I also drink hot coffee and hot tea every day of the year.
Yeah, me too. Well, not tea, but coffee.
Tea when my stomach is acting up. Sometimes I just drink it because I like it. Because I like chai tea. I like green tea. I like Lady Grey, Earl Grey. I don't know. I like tea. I like hot tea, but coffee is every day. I drink at least a pot every day.
I like water too, so.
Yep, coffee and water, my beverages of choice. Coffee and water.
Well, no, my blood is Diet Dr. Pepper.
Right?
But I do try to make sure that I'm drinking water to like offset.
And Nancy wants to know, how many more sheets of paper do you have to cut?
Dude, I have. This is that first pile, and then I still have this pile. And this is 2 sets of who knows how many pieces in there. And then there's still one more. So I think we're probably going to be still cutting next week.
There's a lot to cut.
There's a lot to cut. There is a lot to cut.
Lisa Marie says she loves a spiced chai tea. Me too. Me too. And it seems to be that I like it more in the fall than at any other point in the year, but I could definitely do some spiced chai. And Netta says she likes hot tea, but doesn't care for iced tea. Amen. I live in the South and I do not drink sweet tea.
I love sweet tea. I don't really drink it much, though.
See, if you go back to where I was born and raised and you ask for sweet tea, they'll bring you iced tea and a container of sugar packets.
Ew. See, it's gotta be all mixed in. You can't. No, that's crazy. That is not a proper Southern place. Let me tell you what. You could tell them I said it.
Oh, Ellie, I love jasmine tea. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like my favorite tea is jasmine tea. I'm going to have to try it. Okay, so Lisa Marie says she even adds a spiced chai tea bag to her coffee. I'm going to have to give that a try. Have you, I make this very old-timey 1940s drink called Russian tea. And it's the recipe my grandmother used to make for me when I was a little girl. It's just, get this, Tang. And I know you all have heard of Tang. You know,
we know.
Drink astronauts, Tang. It's Tang and tea and some spices. And one of the spices in there that I just absolutely love is cardamom. It tastes so good. It gives it that little, yeah, see? Kathleen says she puts cardamom in her coffee too. See, I love cardamom. I think it's wonderful. It's good in cookies and tea and coffee, and yes, definitely.
What's it taste like?
Like cardamom.
Well, no, but I mean, but is it like kind of spicy? Is it kind of?
It's a bit nutty.
Okay.
Teresa, my sister does the same thing to me. She's always saying, "Can you mend this? Can you mend this?" and it's always a quilt. She can do sewing on her own. She's a seamstress. I'm not a seamstress, but my sister is. But she's always having me fix things. Yeah, Kathleen, exactly. Do you know how many people bug me every Christmas, every year? They're like, "Are you going to make Russian tea? Are you going to make Russian tea? Are you going to make Russian tea?" I swear, I go to the store and I buy everything of instant tea and every container of tea they have, so I can make enough to give to all the people who ask for it. I cut out little circles of fabric and I get my mason jars with my lids and I make cute little lids and I just dole it out to everybody. I have one friend who's like, "Where's my Russian tea?" He just wants her Russian tea. It is. It was especially good for a sore throat if you add a little dollop of honey and a couple of drops of scotch.
Wow.
Cardamom goes well with cinnamon and clove. It's in that family. Yeah, it's kind of like a.
You know, it's interesting when I was getting the root canal last week. It tasted to me like, or it smelled like cloves. Like whenever he was packing the stuff in.
Right, because it probably had cloves in it.
Yeah, it might have. I just thought that was interesting because I've never had a root canal before, and I'm sitting there and thinking to myself, "Wow, we should be baking or something."
MJ, I will try to post it if I can. I have to see if I can find it. I may have to bug my sister on the East Coast for it because I don't know if any of those recipes survive the fire.
We know your walls didn't survive the fire.
Nope, they didn't.
All the walls are gone.
There's no interior walls. In fact, I think they hauled off most of the appliances today.
Wow.
My yard was full of dumpsters that had all kinds of sheetrock and carpeting and flooring and. That's awful, Heather. Okay, so Kathleen says that the clove wards off a toothache. It's good for toothache pain and it wards off infection. The clove oil does. And Heather said the only thing she smelled when she got a root canal was bleach.
Well, I smelled that too. But that was brief. I smelled the cloves more.
They put a post. They usually put a post down into where the root was normally at. They put a filling post, and that's usually impregnated or soaked in clove oil.
Yeah, that must have been it.
Too. I'm very happy they are making progress on my house. No worries, MJ. No worries. I'll see. I'm pretty sure I can get my hands on it. It just might take me a few days. Get my sister to go drag it out because she doesn't make it. She says she has no time for that.
I love when people say that.
Well, I don't currently have a kitchen for it, but I can certainly try to make some.
Somebody else might have to take that over this year.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. You would want to do it. Do it at your daughter's house.
Yeah, I could try, but her kitchen's pretty small.
Well, then we'll all have to just pray that your house is ready by then. That's probably a tall order, though.
They They said they wanted to start reconstruction on Monday.
Wow. Well, there you go. Maybe you never know.
Yeah, we're not. Well, they have a few more things. They haven't got all the flooring out, so I know there's some more things they have to do. I'm not sure they'll be able to start on Monday with the reconstruction, but I do know that if I don't get on the ball and call the gas guy to come and put the natural gas in for a natural gas stove, I might have some problems. I need him to come and do that before they start putting everything else back into the walls.
Right.
I'm not going with a electric stove again. It's not going to happen. At least
the gas is better anyway, I think.
I prefer a gas stove.
Yeah. Well, you know, when they're motivated, they can get it done because they built an entire house down the street in like a month, so.
Well, I have a Renai water heater, and it uses natural gas. Well, he's going to bring me some gas logs for my fireplace and plumb my fire, make sure my fireplace can do the gas log. And he's going to bring me a gas stove, and he's going to put the lines in for that. And then I'm going to have him look at my Renai if he's certified to do so.
Excellent.
And then I'll be taken care of.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I agree. Tooth pain is the worst pain. It's like, I don't know. There's just nothing. I would rather have a migraine than a toothache. Netta says, I like gas over electric as well. However, my girls get very nervous if I mention an open flame. Well, it's a lot easier, Netta, to recognize if the flame is on. You can see the flame, whereas with some electric stoves, that surface, especially the solid surface cooktop, that surface could still be hot.
Okay, so I want to know how come they get nervous whenever she mentions an open flame. Did I miss something?
You have heating in one hand.
What?
Oh my goodness, Teresa, you need to give your sister some lessons in what to do with her machine. Honestly, if you're going to learn to sew, you need to know the basics of dusting out and oiling your machine and how to adjust the tension. I can't tell you how many people are afraid of adjusting the tension on their machine. Lynn Goldmeyer, she is cutting a Judy Niemeyer quilt. Oh my goodness.
We've been cutting out the pattern for 3 weeks now. We're still not going to be done this week, I can tell you that. Because what time is it? Oh my goodness, we got 15 minutes? Okay, we might as well just stop, and I'm going to try to put some of these into some Ziploc bags. Okay, so let me see. What is it telling me? Because I got like all this paper. All right. In D1, I'm supposed to...
Broken pelvis was the worst pain, that the hips or the tailbone. Ugh, I'm too breakable. I hear that. Having my hip replaced was pretty painful, but I will honestly say that having my teeth hurt was far more debilitating than my hip. I walked on a torn labrum for 20 years and managed that. I've even walked on a dislocated hip, and people say you can't do that, but I did it.
You rebel, you.
rather have that than the toothpaste. Netta says that she has no feeling in her left hand, but she burns it all the time when she's cooking, which is why her girls get upset.
Ah. Like, see, I knew I was missing something.
And Linda Parson says years ago her parents would put it in the hot tea, honey, and whiskey. And I agree. We called that a hot toddy. Hot tea, honey, and whiskey. My grandmother used to make those when I was sick. I think that might be why I like bourbon so much.
I was gonna say that's why you were sick a lot. Gee, I was so sick all the time.
I wasn't really that sick
That's
all
all
the
I
time.
had to do was act like I was sick, and I got all the hot toddies.
I don't think I really figured that one out.
No, it's just me. It's just me. Okay.
I didn't know alcohol wasn't something that kids couldn't have.
Oh my goodness, there's so much paper, y'all.
Connect them together either. You know, when I was little, I didn't put that together as it be having alcohol in there.
Right.
I just knew it tasted good and it made me feel better, and so I was more than happy to drink it.
All right. There's a lot of paper over here, y'all. This is I don't know if that's going to be separate. What? 5. These are the templates. And then 3. All right. Now that I have them in piles, let me go back to that again. It says
Lynn,
4.
yeah, it is Nita Henderson who's reading out the comments.
D1R. That's these guys. And it said there's 4 of them. 1. That's these little guys. All right. And cutting templates. That must be what this guy is. I'll take that one. And this goes into my D1 bag.
Nice to meet you too.
Lynn Netta is one of the founding members of Piecing It Real. Okay, let's see. Now, bag number 2 says that it's unit 4 of unit D1L papers and the template. That's this. All right.
Teresa says, believe me, Nita, I did show her, but that does not mean that she will remember. Sounds like my sister. Chamomile tea would be good. I'm hoping to get some so time tomorrow.
All right, and then number 3, bag number 3, says that I need 4 each of unit D2, D4, D5, and D7 papers and cutting templates. D2, D4. That looks like this stuff. 4, 5, and 7. And cutting templates. D2 through D7. Right. So I think it's these guys. All right. That says D3 and 6. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I think these go together. And then my D4 Ziploc is for D3 and D6 papers, which are these guys.
You need to be an engineer to do this.
It feels that way, right?
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it just I just feel just too much. It feels like that.
It's
Once you
kind
get
of
into it, I
crazy.
don't think it'll be so bad, but
Well, I'm trying to think. These guys all have D's on them too.
Mary, all of the walls, all of the interior walls of my house have been removed. It was the fire started in the kitchen, and the kitchen is the very center of my house. It's the very middle of my house. Everything is around the kitchen. So pretty much most of it. we have the wall, we have the framework and the floor and exterior walls and the garage. I don't think they're doing anything in the garage.
Okay. So these are all the Ziplocs so far. We're not done. Still got more cutting to do. But we got...
Jackie, I agree.
We'll get back over here. All right, we have 6 minutes. Does anybody have any questions that I probably can't answer?
One step at a time.
Oh my goodness, right?
One step at a time.
So Netta says that she's cutting her hosta pattern, and she says one section at a time. That's it. What I'm doing is I'm going to this section, and then I'm like making my little ziplocs, and then I cut, and then I put in this little ziploc, and then I move to the next one. I'm not worrying about what's over there.
Well, then you have to start cutting fabrics, right?
Right. So the next thing that you do is when you go into Quilt Works is the name of their company. Quilt whatever for doing the pattern. What's it called again, Netta? Because you've been in there like a million times already. Anyway, you go into this program. I think it's like $20 a month, or you can pay like an X amount.
No,
Yes, Quiltster. That's it. So you go into Quiltster. It's either $20 a month, or you can pay like for a year. I went ahead and just paid for the year because I have to make 5 quilts, right? But if you're only going to be working on the one, you can go month to month. You can just pay the $20, design your thingy, and then get out of there if you want. Now, after you design it with all of the fabrics that you want, there are 3 different ways to print it out. There's like a printout for where it lists each fabric and it tells you how much to cut of each one. Now, every time you're cutting out of Quiltster, you're cutting the width of fabric by an X amount of inches, and they tell you like how many and what size. And for each color, then you put it to the side, and then there's another part that will go by section, and there's a different reason why you need like each one, and it's all, once you start putting everything together, it makes more sense. But you know, in the beginning you're sitting there going, I don't understand why we have all this stuff, but that's why. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is taking the fabric and cutting it with the fabric and by however many inches, and then you'll take those pieces of fabric, you work through the pattern, and it'll tell you which pieces you need for which templates and stuff like that. And then I don't know after that. Like I'm going one step at a time, and I only know that part because that's the homework that we had for the other quilt that I'm making, because I'm pretty much doing 2 Judy Niemeyers at the same time. I'm doing this one with you guys called MoonCatcher, and the other one, See if I can pull this up so y'all can see it. This other one I'm taking in a class, and it's called Coral Reef, and this is just one of the covers. So where are you? So this is the one that I'm doing in the class. So anyway, I'm learning how to do all of these things, you know, as I go to the class, and then I'm coming here and sort of like doing it with you guys. So I don't know yet the next part after cutting the strips, so we'll see. I know that it's gonna like get attached somehow to the templates, and then you cut the fabric, and then each piece has like so many of them, and then you take those pieces of fabric and you're gonna like use it to actually do the foundation paper piecing. So anyway, there you go. One step at a time, just like Netta said. Oh, Kathy hasn't been home since June 5th. I don't even know what y'all are talking about, but I saw that part. Anyway, I'm gonna go and have some dinner and take off my makeup, put on my pajamas, clean up the litter box, and do all my chores, and then have some dinner. I'm really hungry. I never eat till like midnight. Just ask Netta and Nita and Stephanie
that's
and.
Not the way but that's how it always goes. You always wait till the last minute to get some food into you.
I can't. I don't have any choice. I'm like this. I'm like this. Hi, Smudgy. Smudgy just hopped up. Y'all want to see Smudgy? Hold up. Hi, Smudgy. Oh, no. Okay, well, he went that way. What's the matter, buddy? Why do you want to come with Mom? No? Now he's trying to sniff the camera.
He's like, what is this?
Hi. He's like, what's all this equipment? There's no place for a cat to lay. Okay, so, you guys, I'll see you next week, Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern, and we will continue to cut templates and hopefully have some really great conversation. Oh, MJ, yes, I see little sweetie every day. Pretty much. The only time she doesn't come is like, you know, if it like rains a whole lot. I think there's some place where she hides, right? She finds a spot. But I had already fed her tonight, and yes, I see her pretty much every day. She has not come in the house yet. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for sewing and cutting papers with me, and we'll continue next week. See you guys. Bye. Mwah.
Night, everyone.